Thibodeau can officially call New York home again. The Knicks formally announced that they have hired Tibbs as their next head coach.
I'm Michelle Margaux. This is Mike Stan. You're watching Astros postgame presented by Whataburger here at Minute Maid Park. Justin Verlander with his 18th win of the season. He just keeps dominating.
Yeah, he wasn't quite as sharp as we saw him in his last start.
You're averaging 34 points in the last 5 games. You started off strong tonight. What is it that you have that allows you to take over games like that? And Harden told me that he's constantly having to go back to the drawing board to figure out how he can get better, because he said in this league, you cannot get satisfied.
Or is it someone like Hinch, who, as Ron pointed out, feels old school in some ways, yet he very much adapts modern day analytics?
Unless Joe Torre or Jim Lee Lin comes walking through, no, I don't think that. I think that, like I said before, a player's manager is what people are going for, especially with the analytics that are coming into play now. I also think that if you look at the track record of the last 4 World Series that have won, all of those managers have been young. Dave Roberts is 48 years old. A.J. Hinch in 2017.
Framber Valdez is making his second start of the season for the Astros today. He's made 14 appearances out of the bullpen this season.
She asked the Rays, what did you do during the All-Star break? What are the answers, Michelle?
Rich, I have to say, no words necessary for this one. Let me reach into my Mary Poppins bag real quick, because Sergio Romo brought in this little guy today.
No.
Oh, I think I woke him up from a nap.
Obviously, yeah. Chico, at 7 weeks old, is not potty trained yet.
If I'm in a different outfit later in the game, you'll know why.
The Giants are starting to get caught in the tornado of Tom Brady rumors. So, JJ, if Brady is definitely moving on from New England, do you think Big Blue should go after him?
Brad, you led off this offense with a home run, and then you also had an opposite field double. How much of a difference does it make for you hitting at the top of the order? People compare this team to the 2017 team that won the World Series, but if you look at the roster, it's actually changed quite a bit.
Way better. This team is way better. We won a championship in 17, and we played really good baseball. But I feel like the roster we have right now is a lot better than 17.
Why?
Pitching staff.
The Knicks have won their last 2 games and now have 11 wins on the season after just 24 games. And last season, it took them 40 games to get their 11th win. So what do you think has been the biggest reason behind the Knicks' success?
Let's dive into the friend zone and welcome in NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Last week, you said on WFAN that the Jets could win 6 games this season. After week 1, do you still think that?
Yes, I still think that.
Devils on the road taking on the Blue Jackets in Columbus. Jill Sen making his first career NHL start in goal for Jersey. Just 26 seconds into the game, Oliver Bjorkstrand's one-timer finds the back of the net. Blue Jackets up 1-0. Still in the first period, it is Bjorkstrand again blasting it past Sen. His second of the game makes it 2-0, and the Blue Jackets go on to win it by a final score of 5-1.
What is the difference for you between playoff basketball and regular season basketball?
Playoff basketball is just a different intensity.
You alluded to it earlier, but when you play the same team over and over again, at what point in the series do you feel like, I know this team now, I know everything that there is to know about them?
Well, it should be after game 1, but usually about, at least after game 2 or 3.
You've been in this league a while. What stands out about this specific team in this season that makes you think it's capable of winning a title?
Our team this year, we just been through a lot.
So, unpopular opinion, I personally am here for it.
Rookie, killing me. No, Rookie, no. That is a rookie move.
He is representing New York in its entirety. Melo has been through enough. Leave him alone. Let him be. Let him live his life. And he's living his best life.
Pick a hat.
You set another NBA record tonight, your 8th consecutive game of 35-5. You told me the other day that you played to be the best, and ultimately you want to get an NBA championship, but is there any specific NBA record that you want to break?
Individually, I don't think so. I think just bringing a championship to the city is the most important thing.
Well, as of now, before the defensive switches, Eric Gordon is assigned to defend Donovan Mitchell, but he said he's very confident in the Rockets defense so that they do not need to over-exaggerate and try to trap him with a second guy, but he did stress the importance of trying to make him take contested shots, Kevin.